Texas. These two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Texas kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Carr puts it out of the air. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. The short hands. It's Mobley. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds stopped at the 29.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Mobley. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing, Carr. He's got it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The transfer has it his first carry. Here's a little room there. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Townsend. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do you do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Arch to throw. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Running inside. It's Smothers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Gets it out fast. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking left. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. This quarterback part of their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Carr. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers.
He's going for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Carr. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hauls it in. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Sacramento State taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the home team with the first half lead in a battle of teams both looking to avoid an 0-2 start. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Now on first down from the 30. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Again, it's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Showing the arm straight down the left side. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Carr. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. The run inside. It's Williams. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun on third down, Carr. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Here's Carr to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking for space, it's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throwing right. Got him in the open. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Coming out with it, it's Barres. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Carr. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. On target over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The fuck out of here.
So many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Irish punch back. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finding some room. That one could
You fucking bum.
drive into high gear as they have a first
YouTube
down
ass nigga.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some
When all
points.
else fails,
He's that big
nigga.
physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the delay, it's Williams. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Carr. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as it's
picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's Carr to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab in their space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? There's a crease. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45.
Fucking bum.
For the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Turning it on. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
You are a fucking bum, bro.
This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Creates a little room. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Quarterback keeps it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Smothers. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to the ground with the running back. Could be an alley. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.